Hey. Hello. Let's dive into this, shall we? So apparently, the saga of Suzy Lou, however you want to say it, is practically still going on. And I had to say, Suzy Lou, you got me. You got me. Stand corrected. You didn't. So in the last video, I practically explained what Suzy Lou has done on her Twitter. I've explained my thoughts about YouTube interacting with her and basically doing all her dirty work. And I've also explained my thoughts in the situation. I thought I might jump back into this and, dive a little more in depth on the video. So without further ado, let's get started. But before we do, I want to thank my subscribers, the people I have subscribers for subscribing. I'm very happy you guys enjoy my channel, so big shout out to all my subscribers. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. Let's get to this. So, I explained that Suzy Lou is copywriting. I've explained that so many times, it's not even funny. I've even showed so much energy and shoved it into one video and thinking that, I could get my point across, when really I wasn't being too calm about it. I'll admit, that's my fault. But when it comes to, and this is, again, I'm going to say this, if you don't own the content that you're using for a video, that is copyright. That is copyright infringement, I think it actually is. Because you don't have the rights to that content. And if you do have the rights, then it's best to show proof in regards to those specifics. I don't believe that Suzy Lou should be on YouTube anymore. I actually wish YouTube had already banned her by now and terminated her channel. I don't exactly know who is behind YouTube that's actually helping her out and etc. I don't know. But I'm assuming that apparently Suzy Lou is sucking this dude off or person or whatever just to suck up to this person and actually get what she wants. That's my personal opinion. I know it's horrible, but think about it. Like, why would YouTube stick up for one content creator who's been breaking the law of copyright? Like, think about it. I mean, of course, because the Suzy Lou's channel from, I think it was a year ago when she was terminated and then came back. I personally think she should have been gone. All right, but apparently that's not happening. Okay, I want to address my thoughts on the situation very, very clearly. Okay, but before I do, I want to let everybody know the big YouTube channels such as Optimus, John Swan, and Tipster, etc. I react to these things on my own free will. When you guys talk about how what do you call it? When you guys talk about how you don't want people targeting these people, you don't want us giving them attention, and etc. I personally chose to react to this. It's not because you told me to do the opposite of what I do now. I chose specifically to do these reactions, and I think that so many people should continue to do reactions on this woman, this crazy bitch, because I mean, really, we need to get the word out to YouTube that Suzy Lou needs to be gone permanently. She's uploading full-length anime shows as a reaction, which she barely says a damn thing to YouTube. She does it to her own website. She does it to Patreon. She does it everywhere she can. That's going to make her relevant. Apparently, the only thing that's making her relevant is the garbage choices that she's making on YouTube and on these other platforms when she could have a huge lawsuit on her hands. I think that's one of the things that she really needs to understand is that when you do shit like this, oh no, there's no going back. You're already fucked up. And it's at that point to where she really needs to stop and just accept the consequences. And I also believe that, YouTube's decision on helping this woman, no matter if it's one person that's helping her or more, understand that that's a bad look on YouTube and it just doesn't look right. And YouTube can receive a lawsuit from all these other anime companies, the people that show these anime shows, especially the most popular ones on TV. It's gonna look bad on YouTube at some point. And karma's gonna catch up to Suzy Lu and this other person that's helping her out on YouTube. It is not okay for you to use content that you do not have access to. Let's put it that way. And it's not okay for you to say you're doing a reaction when you barely say anything throughout the entire video. And the only thing you can say is, oh wow, I can't believe this actually happened. Understand that shit like this is not cool. Okay? It's not cool. It doesn't look good on your end. And it just makes you look like you're, you know what I mean? I personally wish that things like this would just go away. You know what I mean? I wish people like this need to stop and just get off the platform. Apparently, one of Suzy Lu's things is that she doesn't like criticism. And I believe in the tweet she was talking about that. I don't remember what the exact tweet said. Apparently, Suzy Lu got rid and wiped out her entire Twitter with all evidence that she blindly gave other YouTubers, such as Tipster, John Swan, Sub to Optimus, and etc. Okay, let's make this perfectly clear, Suzy Lu, okay? This goes directly to you, Suzy Lu, okay? Nobody else. Fuck your viewers, okay? I'm not saying that in a bad way, it's just they're not in this, what I'm about to tell you right now, okay? You ready? You should be in jail right now. I'm surprised you're not even in jail, okay? The reason why I say that is because you do not, and I repeated this multiple times, you do not have access to these anime, the content that you're using. You do not have access to them, okay? And also, you cannot just silence anybody with criticism towards you because everybody has the right to freedom of speech. So just because you hate a video and you randomly flag it doesn't mean that, people are going to stop talking. People will, in fact, get their opinions out. They will say what they have to say, and etc. It's sad enough that you do things like this because you don't like what the other person has to say. And quite frankly, I can name 2 other people I know in person that do the exact same crap you do, but in a different way. But I think it's sad enough that, things like this is at the point to where, it's unbelievable. The amount of stupidity is unbelievable, okay? But let's all understand that Suzy Lu has been doing this ever since her channel was reinstated. And again, she did this even before her channel was taken down. Now, I don't know what to say about this. I honestly do not. But I believe this kind of behavior is unacceptable, especially for an adult. I believe this behavior has shown its marks to the point to where, the person should be terminated. I don't really know what else to say in regards to all this because it's at that point to where, so many people are going to continue talking about this until YouTube decides to take the best action they can and terminate Suzy Lu and also the person that's associated with YouTube that was helping her out the entire time. I don't understand why YouTube has not done this yet and actually has taken down Suzy Lu for good. I don't understand. And I also don't understand why, specific companies that show these anime shows on TV or on these different apps, I don't understand why they haven't said anything. Personally, I think it's dumb that, most of these people have not been reached out to and has been told about Suzy Lu. But this is just getting out of hand. It's getting out of control. I think that YouTube needs to take a better action than what they tweeted, which was, and this is, I'm only saying a small part of this tweet. We've received your report on copyright infringement for Suzy Lu, and we have found no evidence. I think that's what it said, somewhere around there. But apparently, YouTube's people that work at YouTube or something has got a screw loose in their head, because apparently they're not paying attention to, you know, the facts here that Suzy Lu is copywriting, and they don't understand that. And I think that one tweet that I just told you guys, which I believe I said it right, I believe that one tweet came from the person that is, quote unquote, helping her keep her channel up in YouTube. And I think her name is Susan, the person that owns YouTube. I believe Susan needs to take a look in this as well. I don't understand why nobody who works at YouTube who is above this person that is, again, quote unquote, helping her, I don't understand why this person has not said anything at all. I absolutely do not understand it, because, you know, YouTube says they look at their videos all the time to make sure they meet criteria, but at the same time, it's like they don't, because they're taking the wrong action towards specific videos like this, and they turn it into a side shit show because they think that it's okay to have copyright infringement and, you know, false flags on the YouTube. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily understand any of this at all. I think it's pathetic that YouTube is taking the wrong side of things when multiple creators have already, and I mean already, made videos and already has all evidence that, you know, is there. And even though, no matter Suzy Lu deletes tweets or not that are related to this, and no matter if Joe Swanson, whatever his name is, does the exact same thing, we all have to understand that copywriting and false flagging videos will not continue. It is not okay. And it's something that needs to be addressed to the higher-ups of YouTube. And things like this is just horrible. It generally is horrible. I don't understand why things like this exist. I don't understand why people like this exist. I don't understand why people out there have to copyright for views. And that's the way I see it with Suzy Lu. She's practically copywriting and barely reacting to full-length anime shows. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Also, I'm going to bring this up, Suzy Lu claims in a tweet that she deleted was that she has a partner manager that she keeps in contact with. Okay, so I'm trying to figure this out, okay? A partner manager should be able to realize what's not acceptable on YouTube and what is. And apparently this partner manager is sticking up for the toxic, let's put it that way, the most toxic people on YouTube, okay? I don't understand why things like this happen. I really don't. I wish, people got a better grip on reality. It's just sad enough that things like this happen. I don't think that this I don't think this should continue. I really don't. It's at that point where it's just beginning to look bad on YouTube and Suzy Lu itself. And it's a problem that needs to be addressed, like I said, to the higher-ups of YouTube to make sure that this is taken care of. It is not okay. And like I said, it doesn't look good on them. And this all goes back to what I said, the two things I said before. If you don't own the copyright or the right to use the content that you have, then you should not be making videos about this. You should not. Especially when you say, or rarely say anything. Let's put it that way. And also, trying to silence people who have a voice is just not cool. It's not something that is acceptable, and it's not the best action to take. If you don't like a specific video, then you should keep scrolling, okay? But false flagging a video just because you don't like it is not going to help your case at all. And that's another thing that you can get in trouble for. False flagging is not going to be acceptable on YouTube, and I don't think it will ever be. And things like this just need to stop. Like, okay, people have, like I said before, people have the right to voice their opinions regardless of what the situation is. And everybody should have a voice. Apparently, Susie Lou doesn't think that because all she can do is false flag videos when she doesn't like them and etc. And I believe a lot of the times, you know, she takes the wrong course of action, and she says she's mature about it, but she's not entirely mature at all. And I think these are things that need to be addressed regardless of what the situation is, okay? Things like this should stop. It's not looking good for YouTube and any community whatsoever. And it needs to, you know what I mean? Shit like this needs to be noticed. It needs to be heard. It needs to be seen. And Susie Lou's just making YouTube the one place where a lot of content creators, she's making it look horrible. Okay, let's put it that way. I don't really know what else to say about the situation. I think things like this need to be addressed. And Susie Lou got a question. Why would YouTube ever contact you in regards to things that you should not be knowing about? Okay? Why would YouTube ever contact you in regards to specific situations that should be kept between YouTube's employees and the higher ups of YouTube? Okay? I don't think that's fair that you get this special treatment from YouTube, but that should not be happening, okay? Because if you're getting special treatment, then everybody else should be getting special treatment, okay? I think this is the most saddest thing that I've ever heard in regards to the situation. And again, you know, this goes out to your boyfriend, Joe. Okay, so if you have studied law school for copyright, okay, if you study this in school, then you should know your girlfriend does not have the rights to the content that she uses. Because this all goes back to what I said in another video. Anime companies that show anime on TV or Crunchyroll or anything like that, okay? Things like that it's unbelievable, okay? People who own content of anime do not just randomly give out permission for other people to use their content for a YouTube channel when they barely say anything about the show. And, you know, Joe, Susie talks about how she's a reaction channel, but understand that she does not have the rights to the content she uses. And I think it's dumb that you blindly follow her, no matter if she has a big ego or small ego, okay? Despite the fact that she's using content that's not even hers and she doesn't have the permission for it, and you blindly follow her for that because you're trying to catch some tail. I'm guessing that's what it is, I don't know. Understand that no matter if she's your girlfriend or not, this is not acceptable. And everybody already knows she has no rights to this content, okay? So I don't understand why that you even stand up for her, but deep down you should know this is not okay. So I'm just gonna assume that you understand everything that I told you, even though I haven't really explained it in the best of terms. Understand to anybody understand. You know, if you don't have access to the copyright of the content you use, when everybody should know already that anime companies that make anime shows and air them on TV or any app such as Crunchyroll or Funimation, they're not going to randomly give it out to you at all. They're not going to randomly give this content out to somebody they don't know. Okay? So this stuff needs to be reported. And YouTube, I think you've chosen a shitty way to deal with this entire situation that's been happening for God knows how long. It's sad. It really is sad. Sorry, I'm looking at my TV. My Xbox is on. But I think it's sad as hell that, situations like this happen, and I think it needs to be addressed. I think it needs to be dealt with, and it's not being dealt with in the best way possible. So, YouTube, fix it, please. You guys are not dealing with this the best way possible, and it's not making the community any better. So please fix it, please. I know there's a lot of times where I've kind of blindly misunderstood some things, and I guess that's in some videos I made, and I kind of, show too much energy in my videos, but I just want people to understand that things like this should not continue, okay? And this is just unacceptable behavior. If you guys like the video, give it a big thumbs up, smash the subscribe button if you're new, turn on notifications so you can be updated with when I make a video and when I post one. I want to announce that I'm going to be making I'm going to make a Instagram account so everybody can, post what they like and etc. I'm going to be making an Instagram and a Facebook. Hopefully I can actually do that. And I'm going to make it to where, everybody can, look up, what videos are coming next, what I'm going to do, and, what I'm going to be talking about. I do apologize that I don't explain this any better, just like everything else, but I want to make a social media platform where, everybody can feel comfortable commenting their thoughts about specific videos I make, and etc. And I want to make it to where I'm actually able to stay in communication with my subscribers and etc. So when I make this, when I make the accounts, that will make it to where you guys can message me and talk to me anytime you guys want. Even though yes, it's probably gonna drive me nuts. You guys can give me your honest opinions on the videos I make. You know what I mean? I don't know about Patreon. I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. And that goes along with the editing. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the videos, regardless of what it is. Big shout out to, again, my subscribers. 7 subscribers. Holy shit. And this is only in a short amount of time. I appreciate you guys so much for the support. It really means a lot. It's definitely something I like to make sure that, you know what I mean? And the more subscribers we get, the more this channel will be even better. The more equipment I can get to make the channel better, the more, it's just going to be better, okay? I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.